Hello everyone, it's Phil here doing a mini review on Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. This is the GOG.com version, has been released on their website I think yesterday, and sells for $6.89, and it's from LucasArts. It's a very famous point-and-click adventures from the golden days of MS-DOS gaming, and one of my favorites. I grew up as a kid with it, and I found it very hard when it was little, very, very challenging. But now, when you look back, the puzzles are actually really fair, and the game gives you lots of choices of how to solve it. Now, I don't want to spoil too much of the game. I put some links down below in the description with some time markers if you want to skip to certain parts. I'm going to talk a little bit about the technical aspects and ways to improve the image quality and the music a little bit. The download is 95 megabytes, so you just have to download it and install it in the default location. It creates a shortcut for running the game, and when you run the game it works just fine. Didn't notice any major dramas, but there are a few things we can improve. I noticed that the graphic settings that are used are a little bit blurry. It's using like a softener filter or something like that. So if you want a slightly sharper pixel look, then keep watching the video. I'll show you how to tweak that. The other thing I'm going to show you how to change is the music. By default, it uses the FM, Adlib or Sound Blaster music, and you can configure ScumVM, which is the interpreter that is used to run these games. You can configure it to use the Roland MT32 for MIDI music. The version of ScumVM that ships with the game is quite old, so I recommend you use a newer version. You can just head to the ScumVM website and install the very latest version. Once you've done that, you just add the game, and you can then configure some of the settings. So here I'm just showing the graphics settings I'm using, and also how to configure the Roland MT32. Now you also need to find the ROM files. Please don't ask me for them. I own heaps of Roland units myself, so don't ask me for the ROM files. You could just go to hunt them down yourself, and I'll just put them in the directory of the game. And once you've done that, you run the game, you get an improved music, which is actually really impressive. And you have to realize that this game is very, very old, and back then for a game that's that old, the music is actually really fantastic. And that's really it. There's not much else to tweak. The game itself has an English voice, and it's got text support for French, German and Spanish. It's a point-and-click adventure, so your task is to solve problems, talk to people, manipulate objects, sometimes combine objects to solve puzzles, and to go from location to location and unravel the story. And I really don't want to explain too much about the story, because there are so many reviews out there that cover this to death, so I don't want to spoil anything either. One thing that sets this game apart from others is it has, towards the beginning of the game, it'll give you a choice of how you want to play the game, and there are basically 3 paths you can choose, and each ones are slightly different. Some are more action based, some are more puzzle based, like that. So there's a little bit of replayability in this adventure, and for the price you cannot go wrong. Because it uses ScumVM, it runs on all sorts of platforms, not just Windows, and you can even get it running on mobile phones and all sorts of things. So for the money, you can't go wrong. It's a really good game to have, and if you haven't played it, you're absolutely in for a treat. Any questions, just leave comments down below, and hopefully you enjoyed watching this video.